Hello everybody, I'm Nasty Mold, and the new update 0.21.5 is finally here in Sky, so we're going to go over all of the new stuff. This was a delayed update due to a fire that affected a lot of TGC's servers, so some things are going to come a little bit later than expected. For instance, we have the violin from Days of Music, that'll come a little bit later than Days of Music, or near the end of it. But yeah, let's go into all of the new major things, starting with event currency. So event currency is finally a thing in Sky, and it takes many forms throughout various events. In Days of Color, for instance, they look like little bubbles you can find around the area, and these are meant to relieve the amount of candle stress people are having when events come by. So during events, all new items will cost event currency, but all the old items will still cost candles or hearts or whatever. This is meant as a way for you to not have to spend additional candles on these items. You can now save those and spend them on something like a traveling spirit, on seasonal guide items, on your regular constellations if you haven't unlocked those yet. They are relatively easy to collect. You'll just find them in the event area every single day, and sometimes maybe doing some additional activities in that area or by doing quests. The currency for a specific event is only available while that event is being held, so you won't find Days of Color currency during Days of Music. And currencies won't carry over from one event to another, but enough are available during an event to unlock this year's in-game currency cosmetics. You won't need to get all the event currency available every single day to unlock new event items, and currencies are placed in set locations each day, and their location in an event will rotate. Some are found by very special means, like this one we can start a music sheet here, and then if we cancel it, obviously you can play it as well, but if you cancel it, a currency will appear, and this is actually 2 currency here. Now you should also know that at the end of an event, unused event currencies do not convert to candles or any other currency. They'll essentially just disappear. So if they're unused, they will be gone. It's also worth noting that there's a limited amount of event currency available each day. So I would wait and see if there's something you want specifically. If there's an item you want, I would save for that first, buy that, and then you can spend your extra event currency on things like spells and stuff like that, the smaller items in a event. Upon updating, Days of Color is already here, which is super exciting. This is a really built on upon event. Some things have changed. We have a lot of new cosmetics. This one is held in Oreo's area in the 8-player elevator, and there really is a lot going on. Now this event is supposed to be from June 1st to June 14th, but obviously it starts today once you've updated your game, so that's really nice. We do have an extra day technically if you log in early. But they've really improved this event, and it is super cool. And here is some of our event currency if you'd like to see what it looks like. They're just little bubbles you can find around the map. And I will have a full guide on where we can find today's event currency if you're looking to find it. There's a lot to look at, a lot to explore in this area. It has changed quite a bit, but the most important part, I guess, for this event is the middle bit. You're going to want to grab your cape color of choice and charge up these rainbow beams. Once they're fully charged, a cutscene will occur and we can fly up to these rainbow islands above us. Now for the green gem here, you will need a green cape. However, if you have a rainbow cape from this event, the light one or the dark one, they will work on each one of these beams. Otherwise, you need to wear like the standard green cape, or maybe the Days of Nature green cape, something green. You will need a few players' help to actually activate these. You can't do it alone, but thankfully we have the festival tech here, so it does make it a lot easier. There's usually a bunch of people grouped up. Pardon me if you can hear my cats being loud in the background, but this is the cutscene we see once we complete the rainbow. You also get a big bunch of event currency in the middle upon completing it. Look at the beam! And we can fly all the way up and go to these rainbow islands, which are super cool. They also have some amazing music playing. It kind of reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy in the best way. It's really fun. Once we're up here, there are some islands to explore, and if you go below, there's actually a rainbow road you can fly on. And then you're also glowing RGB color. You look so cool. There's definitely a lot to explore, and it's worth it to check it out yourself because it's a lot to put in one video about a bunch of updates, but you can always check my video I'll make later today. As for the brand new cosmetics, we are going to start with the in-game currency items. This is the Dark Rainbow Cape, and it is available for 104 Days of Color event currency. I would highly recommend unlocking this first before you unlock some spells, just because there is a limited amount of event currency you can collect. But this dark cape does look extremely cool. I love the colorful inside. And then we have the light rainbow cape from the previous years. This one is 175 candles. It's definitely quite expensive, definitely. But I kind of love it. I love the classic default cape styles, and I love the subtle rainbow all around it. We then have the rainbow trousers, which have these really bright straps hanging down from them. This outfit is 95 candles, so it's relatively cheap. I like it a lot. I don't wear it too much, though, unfortunately. I tend to prefer, I don't know, I like the Aurora outfits. I've just been wearing them non-stop lately. And then we have the rainbow braid hair accessory. This is 20 hearts. You can wear it with any hairstyle. It's pretty long, so it does show with most of them, even more large hairstyles. And then we have this, which is the dark rainbow earring pack. So this is $9.99. It comes bundled with 40 regular candles. It is an accessory, so it can be worn with all hairstyle. And this is a charity item, so upon purchase, you do help benefit the Trevor Project, I believe. And then we have the dark rainbow tunic for $14.99. This one does not benefit any charities. It's just a cosmetic item. It does look extremely cool. I love how dark it makes your skin tone. I think it looks really, really neat. I love how dark the outfit itself is, with that burst of bright color. We then have a lot of returning items. This is the rainbow hat. It's actually a hairstyle, so you can't wear it with other hairstyles. A little rainbow beanie for $9.99. We have the cheapest Days of Color cosmetic. This is another accessory, so it can be worn with all hairstyles. It is the rainbow earring for $2.99. I would highly recommend checking which hairstyles you like this with, because obviously it does get covered by a lot of them. We have the double flower pack. This is a charity item, so some money towards this goes to the Trevor Project. It is $9.99 and it comes bundled with 40 regular candles as well. And then we have a little bit of a bigger version. This is just the single rainbow flower hair accessory for $19.99. Obviously this is a charity item as well, and it comes bundled with 75 regular candles. So it's a little bit more if you want to give a little bit more. And then we have the rainbow headphones. I love these so much. I think they're so cute. Little rainbow above your head. For $9.99, it is a hair accessory, so it can be worn with all hairstyles. Once Days of Color settles down from June 26th to July 9th, we have a brand new event in the Harmony Hall. This one is called Days of Music, and it's more of a focus on the musicians in the game, and it's a nice opportunity to get a lot of instruments, free and paid if you'd like. You can see we have some traveling spirits visiting. We'll go into a little more detail on them in a bit, but we have some brand new instruments in the Harmony Hall. We've also got these little things, which are the event currency we can find. Some are a bit more hidden, some are quite obvious. Once again, I'll make a full guide every single day on where we can find the event currency. So this is a lot more toned down than the Days of Color. Obviously that's a bit of an over-the-top event, but this one has some amazing new stuff. We can finally get a violin, but that's not all. We can get another brand new instrument, which is free. We just have to get a nice amount of event currency collecting throughout the event, and we can get a saxophone, which is adorable. It looks so good. The Harmony Hall hairpin is back as well, and we get a new conductor's hat and a brand new music sheet at the very top. We'll go over what all of these instruments sound like and the new items in a little bit, But first we're going to explore the Harmony Hall. Now let's head to the top floor and we can see something brand new, which is pretty cool. If we go up and then we go down the hall, we now have a brand new thing called a jam station. This is super cool. It's like a sequencer, I think it's called. But essentially you can play various instruments and have them continue to play. So this is the piano. We're going to push some of these. And now that note will play whenever that white bar comes down. And it's just going to repeat over and over. Maybe it's called a repeater. I don't know. So pretty cool. And then we can move over and add a bass harp. We can add drums. We can add the flute. And basically we can make a nice background sound. It can accompany your normal music. I've seen a lot of people do some pretty interesting things with it already. But it's cool and it's really fun to play with other people, make some music. So now this beat's just going to keep playing over and over. You can, of course, change it. Other people can come and change it. So it is quite a bit of fun. And then we also have some traveling spirits visiting, which is really, really cool. And these are all music-themed traveling spirits. So we have the leaping dancer. Yes, good recollection. We have the small bell, we have their mask, everything that usually comes with this traveling spirit. We have the greeting shaman who, I don't have unlocked for some reason. But we can get the big bell, their mask, upgrade their emotes, all that. So lots and lots of opportunities to get a bunch of instruments. Which is another reason why this event currency is great. Now you can save for these instruments instead of spending it on the saxophone, because you'll already get the saxophone. We have the respectful pianist who comes with their winter piano, their hairstyle, and the duck mask. And then we have over here, is this the thoughtful director? Let's see how my memory is. Wow! Okay, they have their mask, the xylophone, and their cape. So there really is a lot to unlock with this event, and most of it happens to be free items, which is really, really nice. For the in-game currency items, we have the marching band hat, which I think I called this a conductor's hat earlier. Oops. The price for this is still to be decided. It's not in the blog post at the moment, so I will let you guys know closer to the release of this event. However, this is an in-game currency item, so it'll be with event currency. So don't worry, it won't be paid. And then we have the Harmony hairpin, which returns, which is pretty nice. It is 50 regular candles. I wasn't expecting this one to return. It was kind of implied that it would be a limited item, but I don't mind the fact that it has returned. It adds a nice pop of blue. It is a hair accessory, so it can be worn with all hairstyles. And for possibly the coolest in-game currency item, this will be with event currency. The price at this moment is still unknown. We have a saxophone! This is also a sustained note instrument, so you can hold down the notes to play them for even longer if you'd like. And then for our only paid item for this event, we have the Triumph Violin for $19.99 USD. This item will be a bit delayed. It'll actually arrive on July 7th, but it will always be here after then, so it will never leave the game. And you know what? While we're at it, let's check out that brand new music sheet you can get from this event. It is 5 regular candles to unlock. Another change that people are very excited for is the ability to now snuggle plushies. You can do all of the plushies from the season of Remembrance, and you can also do the fox from the Little Prince season. The ones that you might expect to be able to cuddle, like perhaps the cat from Days of Mischief, are unavailable. Just these 3 for now. So we have the Manta plush. And when you pick up a plush, at the bottom of the screen, we now have a cuddle button. Snuggle. Hold them tight. Eee. They do a little squeak. Just gotta squeeze them. Let me check my... Oh yeah, my sound effects are maxed. Squeak. And another thing to do is you can do a deep call and throw them. I'm sorry I did that to you, but I have to. It's cute. One more over this way. Hi-ya. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And they just plop. And this goes the same for every single one of these. Some of them seem to be a little less clippy, like the crab is perfect for a cuddle. Bye. Yeet. Bullying these plushies is kind of sad, but it's also a little bit satisfying. Toss. Actually, it'd be fun for someone to make maybe like a game. Oh, what's that called? There's like a game where people toss sandbags. I think it's called Cornhole. Is that the name? What a silly name. Also, you're like kissing the fox. I love you, fox. But it'd be cute for someone to maybe build like a shared space with these that you can throw and some sort of like a bullseye that you have to hit. That'd be adorable. Cornhole. Goodbye. But yeah, that is the plushie update. They are now a little bit more interactive, and I think they plan to add more to the plushies. In a little bit more somber news, we now have a spirit who will visit the office from time to time. This is a late employee of TGC. So this spirit has been added to honor them, and they have also added a special location to honor them as well, and really anyone who has lost loved ones. So we follow them into the office, and they say, "Dawn, we need your help." Oh my gosh, the Wi-Fi's out. The Wi-Fi is down, and even the kitchen sink isn't working. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, Dawn, so cool. So now we're gonna go fix the Wi-Fi. But now we have some more trouble. Hey Dawn, could you help me install this dev kit? Dawn, of course, says no problem. And then we go over here and install a dev kit. Aw, my dog likes you. More work to be done. We head back out over into the music room. Apologies for the camera angle, but it says thank you, Dawn. It's working now. Let's go to karaoke together next time. And then we go over here, do some more work. It's Ash. Can you help? My drawing tablet stopped working. Time for an upgrade, don't you think? I'll order a new one. And then this way. Hey, sorry, but I forgot my password again. And Dawn helps with that, of course. And then we go over here. Dawn, have you seen this before? It's bizarre. Dawn helps them with their problem. And then we go over here. Ah! So much darkness. And they say, thank you for everything you've fixed, Dawn. You're a hero. From here, it looks like the day has ended. Dawn's heading home, or I guess to the Starlight Desert. I'm going to the Starlight Desert for a while. And we follow them out of the office back towards where we started. He says, please send along any support requests for speedy resolution. It's really kind of touching that they added this. Bye, Dawn. Alright, so he did say that he's going to the Starlight Desert for a little while, and that's where we can find our new secret place. So let's head over there and I will show you exactly where we can find it. Now this one is a little bit of a trek. You have to mostly walk a lot of the way, but we're going to go into the Starlight Desert by heading this way in the Vault of Knowledge, go through the barrier, and make our way kind of towards where you'd see Eden in this location. People who played the Little Prince quests must remember this area and how sad this quest was too. At some point you're going to have to stop flying. You're just going to want to walk or run there because the wind wall is pretty heavy. So we're going to make our way through until we get to the next part. It has been a really long time since I've been here. Wow. So we're just going to keep going basically until you get to the well, which we're just going to head straight towards Eden. Then we'll find a well at some point. It's pretty far up though. Here's our well. And then from here, we're going to want to look towards where the moon is. So kind of in this direction, a little bit left of the moon. And you should see some sort of a special memorial place. As we make our way a little bit closer, text is going to pop up. Sky Memorial. In loving memory of Don Heim and all the loved ones we've lost. The little Prince music kicks in. And yeah, this is a memorial area where you can leave notes for any loved ones you've lost. It really is such a nice addition. Would you like to release a message boat for a loved one you miss? So I did try a few times. I wrote one out for my grandma, but it did not work for some reason. It didn't release. I'm not exactly sure why. It has worked in the past for me, just not this time. And I did try twice, but it didn't work. But otherwise, this is such a touching and thoughtful area to maybe reflect on those that you miss. A really, really sweet addition to the game. We also have some updates to the Season of Passage. The 4th and 5th quest are now in the game officially. However, we won't be able to access them until the countdown goes down. But you can see upon completion we have some new items added. We have what I've been calling the gorilla mask. It kind of looks like Thanos. At the very top we have the tanuki or raccoon mask. And then we also have a prop, which is a hacky sack or a foot bag. So you can play with your friends or solo if you'd like. It's a little interactive prop. And here's what those masks look like. This one I've been calling the gorilla mask. It's kind of up to you what this is. Who knows? So this one will be available from the 4th quest. And then here we have my absolute favorite, which is the raccoon mask. This will be available from the 5th quest upon completion. So cute. I love the pointed ears. And then, after completing the 5th quest, we can also get the hacky sack, which is a special prop we can place, play with, interact with. It does look like a little ball on your back, and then when we place it, we can actually interact with it. Place it right there. You can kick it up. You might want to be on more flat ground than I am. I'm kind of on a little bit of a hill. But you can see when there's a white dot, that means you're able to kick it up. Oh my gosh, it's gone. It's no problem, you can just place it again. But if you get too far from the ball, there'll be a little red dot, which means you have to get to it pretty close, or you won't be able to kick it. You can play with another person. If you walk away, another person can also hit it. You can try and pass it to a friend. It is actually quite a bit of fun. I had some really nice footage of me playing with someone for probably like 5 minutes, and we had a lot of fun, but somehow I lost it, just like how I lost this ball. Another change which I haven't seen talked about anywhere, so maybe I'm crazy and this has always been in the game, but I don't think it has been. You can now preview event items in the closet. Now, from the Days of Music, I only am missing the saxophone, but you can also check out the capes from the Days of Color. And yeah, it's a good way to actually preview without using any of the spells. I hope they kind of add this for traveling spirits as well, so people can judge whether or not they actually want to purchase an item. But this is a nice step towards, being able to preview things without spending a whole spell. And that is absolutely everything I have to share on the new update. Thank you guys so much, as always, for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. See you around.